Welcome to the Molybdenum Software Show. I also want to be QPWGraph do this trick because there is no built-in hardware monitor, so I want to do inputs to outputs so I can hear myself. Easy. For the longest time, I didn't have icons. Like, for example, this app, all sorts of apps. Like,
Chat.
I'm not sharing. Love, go. Go, you want out? Go. This app, for example, all these icons, like you see here, camera, whatever this is, all these button icons.
This is Pavu control, isn't it?
Oh, this is the new one. It's called Pavu control.
PW. Wow, that's Pavu control with the H switched to a W. Okay.
Because it's pipe wire, not pulse audio.
Got it.
Nikolai here made a pipe wire specific one, which is quite similar.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it looks very similar.
But there is a big difference as far as I'm concerned, which is it's ephemeral, whatever I said here. Every time I open this is set to that, because at some point it was that through Pavu control. So every time I reboot, I think, or maybe it's the session. In any case, I have to.
But that's.
There's no.
Saying that's Pavu control that is implementing some sort of restore.
Well, it's not Pavu control. I think it's Pulse Audio has. In the user's home, it probably keeps. Pulse Audio keeps these.
So when you're using Pipewire through its Pulse Audio abstraction layer, it also stores some state. But if you're using its APIs directly, Pipewire doesn't.
If you use Pulse,
because we're both using Pipewire, right? And when you use Pavu control, it's through some like Pulse Audio abstraction layer.
Yeah, and that I don't know what storing those bits. Is it the abstraction layer or is it Pavu control specifically?
I mean, it seems unlikely. Like, I don't run Pavu control when I reboot, right? Like,
yeah.
Until I mean, I guess it might be hard to tell because when things are acting up, the first thing you do maybe is run Pavu control, and then if it like restores some state, maybe things would just suddenly work and I wouldn't realize it.
It's not like I am running Pavu control every time I boot up because I don't need to, right? It's not
exactly.
It's not a service. But this I do. I find that this is not an available output because this is not duplex, but only input, and I just change to duplex. So
okay. Yeah, strange.
Degradation.
It's probably like what you got to play with, like WirePlumber or something. There's like a Lewis scripting language for it or something.
Is this interactive?
Yeah, WirePlumber. Okay, so there's like some API that WirePlumber implements for like the default behaviors around like connect, like the stuff you control by hand with QPWGraph, like connecting inputs and outputs to things. So that the logic for that is not implemented in like Pipewire. It's implemented in like some pluggable thingy, and Wire Plumber is one such thingy. And I think Wire Plumber has like a Lua scripting API that you can use to like maybe tweak the defaults if the defaults aren't making you happy. Oh yeah, it even mentions Wire Plumber. That's tad surprising to me. Or Wire Plumber 0.5.
Window size. I think it simply does not have any feature of persistence.
Yeah. Again, I wouldn't expect Pavu control to have any persistence.
Does it not?
I mean, if it were implementing some sort of restore on functionality, then it would have to be like a NixOS service that we enable, right? So that it could configure some sort of systemd service that runs on
look,
Star.
There's nothing here about persist or store.
And you and I don't install Pavu control as like a NixOS service, right? It's just a package on our path.
Well, packages can store stuff in your config at home or state at home. It doesn't have to be a service.
But what's going to read that config when you reboot? Like what software?
Oh. No, totally. You're right.
Yeah.
Right. Well,
unless it's writing to some other application's config file.
Right. Yeah. So the conclusion so far is that it's simply strange that Pipewire seems to not store when it's not set via Pulse Audio.
Yeah, right? So there are two different APIs for doing this stuff. One is the Pulse Audio abstraction layer, and the other is what the direct Pipewire APIs that PW control uses. Seems surprising to me that one of them would persist and the other one wouldn't, but maybe that's the case.
I'll ask a question here.
But the other thing is, I don't think Pulse Audio has any concept of persistence. I think that's all. Well, I think that's all in Wire Plumber, which is like a related but not the same. I'm gonna get some water. I'll be right back.
All right. What is it? The conf mode of a card? Uh, I'm good with asking this question. Enough for me as well. And I lost your voice.
Thank you. I would bet a beer that the answer is going to involve a wire plumber.
Check this out.
Let's create a git blank repo. Git init project stood error. Okay. Oh, all right. Neat. Are you experimenting with forced documentation? Yep. Tested, verified, whatever.
Yeah. Here's
cool.
The documentation is declared in Nix. So the contents of some chapters called tutorial, the title tutorial, the contents is like, here's a piece of markdown. And then here's a command that has a path git, args, and then stood err. Like declared. So on one hand, it'll be rendered as this is the stood err of that command. And on the other hand, it'll be tested to be.
I love it.
As such. So I got as far as this in like, I don't know, 3 hours less.
Cool. So similar to the stuff we've done in the PR tracker repo, it's all Nix code that declares various chapters or pages as options for markdown book.
Yes. Yeah.
Cool.
Here, per system, pros.
Yeah, got it.
I intend to eventually decouple this from flake parts, but I am writing this in the context of input branches. Because I shared with you how meticulous it is to write the tests for that project.
Yeah.
So to like write them, it's also difficult. But then to read them and modify them, if it's like very, it's verbose prose, then I can read it not in code, but in like rendered prose. Then I can know what I want to modify when I want to add a feature, change the behavior. Does that make sense?
Yeah, for sure.
And this does not conflate the implementation details of testing the thing with the actual thing. It's declarative. It's easy to reason about. It's much less overhead.
Yeah, I wonder if you're gonna want. I mean, it'll be, neat to explore the design space. I suspect that you'll want with some commands like not to care about every character of output when asserting.
This is I thought my design decision was this is regex.
What is a regex?
Stood there and stood out.
Oh, okay.
That's why.
But then how do you render? Like, do you render a regex for the user to see?
Well, it's very early, but here's the default, which is anything.
Okay. Not a dot, though. That's what?
No,
that's white space or not white space? Is that to capture new lines or something?
Yeah.
Got it.
This is the actual anything.
Yeah. Okay. Most regex engines have like a dot all knob, but I guess this isn't written in Nix, so it probably doesn't have that flag.
Well, the regex will not be in Nix because I don't want to do IFD. There's no need to do IFD here. I can do the assertion in whatever language I choose.
Got it.
Maybe Nushell. I think Nushell, I'm starting to warm up to it more and more.
Okay. Yeah, you've mentioned it before. I've never tried it. But you're probably going to want, right, some distinction between what the human sees and what the regex is.
Yeah, this is definitely like not. I mean, for I'm not sure how to design this, but for this is just specifically a little bit ugly and inappropriate, like because I just don't care what the stood out is.
Right. And there will also be examples of you care about some of the stood out, but not all of it. Like the exact hashes they get printed or something.
Yes, but that regex is like more friendly than this particular case. Like it might be acceptable
for a human to see in docs.
Yes, and I don't know what the what is a good alternative, right? Like something like I can make my own API like contains, right? Like, and then I translate that to regex, and so there's some abstraction there.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's an interesting
set of assertions.
Design space, right? And I certainly haven't seen it explored much outside of like, there's Tesh, right? And Tesh approaches this from a very different direction. You start with unstructured stuff, and it looks like you're starting with a bit more structured data.
Yeah, because there's a difference between how like if we really that's the main problem, the conflation between the machine side of it and the person side of it. It's really the ideal rendering would be something present would not be something that is easy to parse. We need a single source of truth, which is like something the author can declare nicely, right? We need the approach that we took in Tiger Sprint. It's like a compromise, something that is both readable and machine parsable. So everyone's like reasonably happy. But it's not ideal. I think the ideal is that the author has.
I might disagree with that. Like, at the end of the day, these tools are meant to be used by humans, CLI tools. And so if the output is not unambiguous for the human, then that's like a problem, right?
It should be unambiguous as well for the human.
And so that's what I'm saying is the design constraint that Tesh and ourselves operated under is what does the human see? Like we couldn't tell exactly like, where the prompts are and where the input and the output are and where the stood out versus the stood error are. I'm saying all that's fundamentally ambiguous when the user is using a REPL or a CLI.
The output of a program has some details that are not going to be captured in this by this tool, because std_err and std_out can be written at the same time.
Yeah.
Actually in parallel, but they end up.
Yep.
But like no one really wants that to happen in any.
Well, I think tools that try to interleave the output in some reasonable way, quote unquote reasonable way for the user, are, I think, inherently misarchitected, because it's like there's no guarantee about the order, right? Like something I learned recently is Ixos configuration switch, like the activate script or whatever, which like prints this such and such is active, and then it prints out the like /nix/store hash of the system config that's active. It like prints the human pros, like such and such has just been activated : is to std_out, and then the path is to std_err. And if you're just like running it by hand, fine, because std_out and std_err are the exact same file descriptor in when your terminal is running. But if you're running it via clan it does multiple switches in parallel for all the machines you're deploying to. So it like captures all that stuff and then like prefixes it with the machine, like some context about the command that's running. It also distinguishes between error and std_err and std_out, and so you get those two lines, which are normally like A then B, sometimes end up B then A with clan. It's like, it's not really clan's fault. It's just the person who wrote the activate script sort of incorrectly assumed that if you print to std_out and then print to std_err, that's actually the order that people will see things in. So that's just a long way of me saying, yeah, I agree with you. Like, people do it, but they shouldn't assume that any reasonable order occurs. And if a tool is like incomprehensible, if the order gets mangled, then that's like a sign that the tool should change. Would be my opinionated stance. Maybe my stance on that evolves if I like think about tools that actually like block on user input or something. Then maybe it's more okay, you know, because it's like there are these like ordering constraints that are enforced by having human input involved.
I also give no thought to REPLs, to interactive processes.
Well, that will certainly make your life a lot easier.
Yeah, for now. But it's planned. No, it's okay. Come. It's okay. I do
REPLs sound like they would not play nicely with what you currently showed me, but I suppose you could turn it into a list of inputs and outputs or something.
Yeah, there should be a way. Yeah. And I added. What did I do? I didn't add the feature to input branches, but I added it in my usage of input branches. My only usage is input branches in my infra repo, which is a Git hook that is generated from the inputs, declared input branches. So there's a pre-push. Doesn't, because I made this mistake on my desktop before going on a road trip.
Oh.
I bumped my input rebase There's a command, input branches, rebase them. And then I Nixfile update as well. I commit that, I push that, but I didn't push the submodule, the Git submodule. And then I went on my laptop and I pull, and then I cannot build my NixOS, my new NixOS.
Very frustrating.
So of course, no big deal. I just do that again on my laptop. Did not intend to do, but possible. But to prevent that, I made these hooks that prevent that. If the submodule is not clean, it'll fail. If the submodule is the rev of the submodule is not one of the refs in the remote after a fetch, then it fails.
Got it. Yeah. Yeah, submodules.
But I don't want to add this to the project input branches because everything that I add requires change to more testing, and so I said, okay, pause, do the documentation tool.
I feel like there's, a potential like just Git submodule tooling or abstraction layer that a separate project, a separate complementary project one could imagine that is not like specific to Nix and is not specific to flakes or input branches or anything like that. Just like a thing that does that SAMD checking that you're talking about, which would require introducing a new concept that does not exist with Git submodules, which is like, what branch am I sort of tracking here, right? Like, at my previous job, it was like, well, okay, those submodules were supposed to point at commits on mate, generally, unless we were doing like a patch release or something. So if people pumped it to point at a commit that existed in the remote but was not on main, that was like a mistake that we ideally would not have let happen. So I could imagine, maybe there even exists a tool like that where you just sort of annotate your submodules with the branches that they're supposed to track. And I don't know.
Those submodules that you're referring to, are they also similar to my case? Submodules of the same repo?
No, but no. I could imagine. Go ahead.
Because there is a branch field in .git modules file.
Oh, you can annotate
for each. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I don't know what it does, but there's. I read
I'm not
it.
familiar with that.
There's a branch field.
I see. Okay.
Doesn't mean you won't be able to push.
Right.
It doesn't do this pre-push.
Yeah.
All right. So let's continue setting up deployment.
Yeah.
It'd be nice if we could have a deployment by NixCon and then do a lightning talk and just show.
I mean, if we don't have a deployment today, I'll be a little disappointed. So let's do it.
Sure.
Or at the very least, a machine we're deploying to. If the PR tracker's acting up or using too much RAM or something, I mean, honestly, maybe what'll happen is we get to the point where the fetcher's running overnight, and we'll see how things are tomorrow.
Want to pilot?
Start 7, maybe. Okay. Do you open? Nice. All right.
Oh, you won't believe.
What's up?
How many? I made last Molybdenum Software episode. I made the platform lets me. It actually makes some shorts for me automatically.
Like audio clips, or do you record video?
With video shorts, like YouTube shorts.
I didn't know you recorded video for your
No.
Oh, sorry. Yes. I did see those. You posted them on our Matrix channel.
Right. Okay,
yes.
so those have. Can you show us how many views they have? YouTube.com/@molybdenum. YouTube has like views publicly, right? Go to the Shorts tab.
Hey, that's a much bigger number.
It's a much bigger number.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe it.
Shorts, jeez.
But it, and each one of these shorts has a link to the actual full video.
Mm-hmm.
But the actual full video has only 9 views. 9.
Yeah.
It has.
I mean,
like 5 shorts.
I'm not surprised that a lot of people aren't watching the full videos because they're long and it's uncurated content. So there's, I think we're doing interesting stuff.
1,000 views.
Yeah.
To 9. A few thousand to 9.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't know what the shorts experience is like right now on your phone or whatever, but I don't think a description that has a link to a full video. I don't think that's
it's not even a description. It's a feature. Related video.
Oh, okay. Interesting. Yep.
Keep trying.
Yeah. Okay. So Nick's Flake show. What do we got? And Nick's build .hash Nixos configurations Molly. Does it build? Where did we leave things? Okay. Just follow the conflict markers. Good places I need to start. Okay. Okay. Yeah, right. So we were working on the partitioning scheme, and I think we were at a point where we were ready to just try deploying it and see how it goes. Do you remember something different than me?
Seems like it builds.
Yeah.
But I don't think we actually configured our service yet.
Yeah, but let's not do that. Let's just provision the machine, because I'm sure this isn't going to work. And so we shouldn't get distracted with like all that. Because that should be super straightforward, and it'll be a satisfying, like, after we've done the annoying stuff.
We are going to hit the button on starting to pay for something.
Mm-hmm.
So I think we should have done everything we can before hitting that button to a reasonable degree.
Okay. Let's go. PR tracker.url equals GitHub : Molybden. Okay.
Probably want to follow quite a few things.
Okay.
Too many.
Dev shell. Like parts. We do have, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Get hooks next. Have that. GitHub GraphQL schema and CI. Packages we could do. Oh, we use systems? Do we use systems here? We don't. Okay, fine. And tree FMT next, which we probably, I don't know, maybe we could even set that one to empty string. I don't know. Tree. All right. Go. Molly. So where would you define this?
In what file?
Yeah. Next. Part.
What's the repo? Do I have a repo for that?
It's called next packages molybdenum.software.
Thank you.
Weird. I'm just seeing dots for your screen right now. Are you seeing the same?
I shared again, but
Are you experiencing the same thing as me?
no, my screen is fine, but I can see that my screen share is wrong.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Share screen 0. Seems like I'm failing to share the screen. Oops. Let me reload the page.
Any love? Did you reboot? Is that what happened? Pardon me.
You asked me where I would put something.
Yep.
It was in storage, if I remember, and it was not in storage.
Machine.next. Line 23. That was commented out. Now that 23 exists, we can't build. That refers to a module that does not exist.
It refers to a module that does not exist. Uh-huh. Okay. I think we should put it in PR Tracker. Like modules, PR Tracker.
Okay.
So next. In PR Tracker, we do something like Flake modules, NixOS. Yeah, Nix packages, and then where?
Okay. That looks good to me. And I can share, I pulled this up, send you a link here in Matrix. This is my config from back when I ran it on my home lab. I think we can just copy that and tweak it.
I think it can be PR Tracker and not this.
Okay, that's fine.
And also this is kind of config like modules NixOS.
Is that why you wanted to change the name?
No. But I get it. Okay, what did you do? Did you
Yeah, I just sent you a link.
Got it. Oh, we are Smurfs again on my screen.
Smurfs. Blue?
Mm-hmm.
Are you missing a RGB channel or something? What's going on?
But only in the browser. Something became discolored in the browser.
Yeah.
I don't know how to begin to take a look at it. So what is this?
You can just copy this whole thing. And well, I think we'll need to tweak it, but obviously we can refactor it however we see fit.
But put it here. Put it here.
Yeah, I guess inputs will need to get moved up to the top. Because I'm not using the flake parts everywhere pattern.
was args. I think this can be.
Cool.
This comes from the top. What is this?
So we're gonna have a secret, right? The GitHub API key. So this is using Clan's vars stuff so that we can manage that secret declaratively. So there's a generator. Like vars have these generators which produce files, and those files can be annotated as secret or not. If the files are not secret, then they end up in the store, or everything's how you're used to things working in Nix. If the files they produce are secrets, then they get deployed as a completely separate step before activating the system configuration. Like files get copied.
Placed.
Yeah. So, anyways, there should be a generator in the code we just copy pasted called PR Tracker GitHub or something. Do we see that somewhere? It's not on the screen right now, but I'm sure.
Right.
Yeah, there it is. Cool. And this one's like it's not actually. There's probably a version of this generator that could, I don't know, use the GitHub API, GitHub CLI to generate a token or something crazy. But this just expects that you, as a human, have clicked around and generated a token. And the description could definitely be improved to say how to generate the token. I just put a link to the token that I had generated by hand. So Clan generators have these optional lists of prompts, which are named. And then usually generators have a script that does stuff like rolls dice to produce passwords or runs, SSH keygen to generate a key pair. That's not happening here because there's no interesting thing to do with this. It's just a prompt. Okay. Start 7. Wait, was I on main? What's going on here? I'm on PR Tracker. That's my issue. Okay. Mob done. Start 7. There we go. Next build. Yeah, that goes. Immediately fails. Config. Exhaust args. Is that what we called it? Excuse me. Great. Flake.modules. Flake.modules.
Yeah, we didn't import this flake part module.
Oh, okay.
Declare this option. It's flake parts, inputs flake parts, flake modules.
Where would you put this?
This isn't it.
Oh, this is not it.
It's the one that says modules. Two items to the.
Okay. Where would you put this?
I don't know, something like flake parts.
We have that.
Flake part.
New file. Lake parts. Like that?
Yes.
Dokie. All right. And then I think this comment was really for myself because I was doing HTTPS termination on Kubernetes. We're not doing anything with Kubernetes. Like, we definitely want Nginx, so this is not like a workaround for anything. Because we want Nginx to do our HTTPS termination. So I think services.nginx equals whatever. We'd rename this to...
Actually, I would like to see whether we could use something more modern.
Like Caddy?
Yes.
Sure. I'm sure Caddy would work. It's also abstracted away with Nix packages. There's like, in my opinion, no value. But you just want to try it?
Yeah. What's Caddy written in?
Go.
Better than C.
Here we go.
What's the Rust alternative?
I don't know.
Someone must have been upset about Caddy being in Go and made a Rust thing.
Nix, do you want to use the host name of the machine here? Or do you want to hard code it?
Host name of the machine.
Because we could do like nixos args.networking.fqdn or something.
What does the host name of the machine mean to us?
Well, it must mean something to us because over here we did say we're going to SSH to it this way. So I don't think we've actually configured the host name yet, but it would probably be reasonable to give it that as the...
It's the FQD. Yeah. Yeah, we should the virtual host could very well be the FQDN from the config of the NixOS, right?
What I don't know is the actual name of the option. Networking.fqdn. Okay. And that's computed by combining host name and domain. Okay. So I think our domain would be, okay, that works. This would be networking equals, and then we'd say like host name, use Nix packages, and domain equals molybdenum.software. And then we could even probably get cute and do this, right?
NixOS.config.
Okay, we don't have that yet. I see. Networking.fqdn, and then us like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. None of this
here.
Most of this should not be here.
Yeah, I know. Okay, and then I don't know how you actually do a proxy pass in Caddy. Maybe they show an example here. Okay. Reverse proxy. I wonder if that doesn't have to take... Yeah, okay, cool. So you can just do reverse proxy. It goes under extra config. So not... All right, that's what we got already. Love it, love it. And we will reverse proxy to... What was the code we had a moment ago? This thing right here. To reverse proxy. I guess no quotes. Great. External API port is unused, so goodbye. Internal API port is okay. I suppose we don't. This is before I was as comfortable with recursion. We can just do nixos args dot.
Yep.
Whatever. Great. And I'm gonna let that build keep chugging along. Mob next. Take it away. I suggest that you get a Nix build going so that you get the Rust code built.
Do you want me to do some clan command to build it?
No, just regular Nix build.
I want. How do I do this? I have clan here.
I don't know if clan has a command to build. It has a command to deploy, but
I want to build.
I don't know if it has a command for that. I always do the Nix build command.
How can it not have?
Yeah, I don't have an answer to that question. It might exist. Like, I'm not saying it doesn't. I've never used one or looked for one.
Attribute networking missing. PR tracker 20.
Why did this?
Config.
There was another one right below that as well.
21. I lost my. Actually, I found it. You know, it's not making me feel good. The monitor, hearing myself, is great, but when it's software, it has delay.
Yeah, I tried to use it for
it's messing with my mind.
5 minutes, and it was impossible. I turned it off immediately. I was like, I do not understand how Shahar does this. And then you explained to me that there's not that delay with the hardware loopback.
No, the hardware is. Yeah, this delay is.
It's completely. You can't think.
Stressing.
I couldn't.
Yeah. The hardware is. Fortunately, this thing has monitor as well, so I didn't plan to, but this microphone, I found that after I bought it, I got it and I said, huh, it does not need batteries to operate, and if it's connected via USB, and
Cool.
it can be connected via USB to computer and be a microphone and output device for the computer, because it can also be an output for the computer, and it can mix in monitor for itself. So it mixes the output from the PC and the monitor of itself, of its input. Yeah. Then I can use it at home as well. And
yeah,
that's when I realized.
Great. Does it all. No compromises.
I think it's a feature that it is so lightweight, but I actually wanted it to weigh more. I guess it's so flimsy. So I have a build going.
Yep. So let's look through every line here, see if we're happy or want to change anything.
Oh, okay. Well, Okay, every line. In this file?
Yeah.
This is correct. Clan core, vars generator, sphere trigger. I think that's also the fact that it's here. I think it's very much relevant.
Yep.
This is a reasonable name, isn't it? Files token owner. What's Oh, that's the.
That's
Okay.
the Unix permissions on the file.
Got it. Got it. But how? Okay.
This is like more of an outdated pattern if we like defined the systemd unit with some hardening such that it couldn't like read arbitrary files on the file system, then we'd have to use systemd's load credential functionality. But none of that's relevant here.
I'll skip over understanding that.
Sure thing.
Prompt token. This does not need to be quoted, does it?
No, it does not.
So what is this prompts is like this something that defines what happens at activation?
This
and
is going to be
actually ask you for
when we try to build the machine, or like when we try to deploy the machine with Clan.
Deploy.
It's gonna block and ask us to type in. It'll print out the description and then ask us to paste the secret in.
And token. So this identifier and that identifier.
Yes, exactly.
And also that identifier.
That exactly.
Gotcha.
There's this implicit thing that happens, which is, I guess, prompts get automatically copied to the files. I think that I don't remember this, like, but the normal thing you'll see with a generator is not a prompt. You'll see a script, and the script will run make pass WD or make like PWGen or SSH keygen, things like that. Sometimes you just need a human to type some shit in.
Okay, so I'll change this to GitHub token.
I mean, the generator that we're inside of has GitHub in the name.
This?
Yeah. So it feels
okay. Maybe like we could change this to GitHub token.
Well, so I have not. This is my first time talking about this stuff with a human. So like this is an interesting question, which is generators produce one or more files. And so when I have a generator that produces a single file, I struggle with the naming. Because it's like, if I give the generator the name of the file, then what do I call the file?
Yeah, let me just rotate here. Also, what's the... It kind of looks like there's like... Show me that code. PR track. Clan core vars. That's an XOS option.
Yes.
Generators. PR tracker. It's a generator that can have multiple files.
Right. Generators can produce one or more files. In this case, it's producing a single file called token.
Because a generator can have one file produced from another file? Is that the idea?
Yeah, like the classic example is like SSH keygen, which produces a private key and a corresponding public key. And one of those is a secret and the other one's not.
Okay. So in this case, it's just a prompt. So the generator is definitely, I think, if we consider calling it GitHub token, because there is only one GitHub token in this entire machine in our context.
And this could be like just
not even PR
secret.
Tracker GitHub token, just GitHub token.
Well, this is a global namespace. So if we were to like deploy a second thing to this machine that also had a GitHub token, like it's definitely not a problem in this scenario, but that's why I try to give these somewhat, unique names on the machine that they're getting deployed to. And then like, so for here, it's just like, it's the thing. It's like the name, this captures the name, but we do have to give it a name regardless.
Right.
And we could just call it token again.
Right, the token.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh. And I'm kind of inside, like, what path does it file end up in?
It'll be in like /run/secrets on the machine.
And then PR Tracker GitHub token. It's like these are namespaced within a directory that belongs to this generator.
Exactly. Yeah. So there will be like /run/secrets/vars /this/token. We can actually, I suppose we can check. Sauce configurations molly.config.clan.core.vars.generators.
Careful, you have
two dots.
How come? What is this? What is that? Final script?
No such path.
What do you path? What do you mean no?
I wonder if it's because we haven't generated the value yet.
Path, no path.
My hypothesis is
something
that this is
going on here. What do you?
No, when we generate the secret, we're going to see a encrypted version of it get committed. So it's not going to be anything impure. Like there are going to be new files in our repo.
It gets committed, encrypted, committed. Okay.
Yeah.
And then
it's like, I think we'll end up with maybe. Well,
that's why it supports evaluating, because it needs to evaluate prior to having one.
Yeah.
So but that does not like really explain why it path evaluates.
Yeah, like arguably a more correct thing probably would be for this to assert false. But maybe they chose to implement it this way so that you can like evaluate the machine without it crashing, which might be necessary. But there's a command we can run to get out of this, which is like clan vars generate or something.
Well, I was just asking. We don't need to go down this route. I just asked whether this in. So I'm good with like token. That's fine. Get PR Tracker, get a token. I'm good with that.
Okay, great. Then I would say
it has a description.
We should update the description though. Like this is definitely wrong. This is like. Do we actually have instructions in the PR Tracker telling you how to generate one of these?
No, why would we?
Because it's non-obvious how to do.
But we might have like which kind of token is necessary.
Go to. This is just public access.
The least. Careful with screen share.
Thank you. This is getting Hoping I'd already be logged in. Ha 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 ha. Go. Sec. There we go. Okay. This doesn't have anything checked, really? I thought there'd be something.
Yes, it's like just needs to know who you are.
Okay, you just need to create a token. Okay. I thought I'd see something like public access, but apparently not. Okay.
No, without any permissions.
Oh, any permissions. Okay. And mob next. Go for it.
Why? Oops. Type hidden. Hidden. Persist.
I don't remember what that is. We'd have to look at the clan docs.
Probably correct.
Oh,
okay.
It's the prompt whether it's going to echo the characters you type.
Okay, that's important. Persist true. Services.caddy.
What I don't know is if this is going to... I think Caddy's going to automatically try to do the Acme dance and get a certificate. So this probably is sufficient.
So, I think I would go and like do something like Flake modules, GitHub token. Make sense?
That wouldn't make sense to me the way I'm used to thinking about Clan as a tool for a repo, where like I'd have a bunch of machines that might have various GitHub tokens for various things.
This repo has one machine by
Yep.
definition. As soon as it will have two, I would suggest a very different significantly different file layout where, but like as long as the context is just having one machine, then like we can enjoy the benefit of small modules at the top level of this directory, each one pertaining to like some aspect of this.
Yeah. I guess what I'm saying is right now prtracker.nix is like self-contained and could theoretically be deployed to multiple machines. GitHub token.nix, the name makes less sense to me. But go ahead and do it. Like, I'm not totally sure I know what you're going to put in here.
Okay. I'm going to put all of this and then remove most of it, namely that.
Okay.
So we're saying this named NixOS module, we are for it we are defining this option.
Okay. Yeah.
Providing a value for this option.
So I mean, like, I'm not gonna die on this hill or anything, but I don't see the value of putting this in a separate file.
I have, yeah, it's like then it's like easy to, I don't know. It's like it's a matter of style.
Yeah. Yeah. So if you want to do it, that's fine.
All right. So this is GitHub token, and I can remove it from here. The rest of this file. This similarly would be the aspect of like modules. What would you call this? A reverse proxy, right?
Sure.
That's what it is about. So
it does two things, I guess. It's like HTTPS termination.
Okay, I can change the name.
I mean, I don't know what a better name is than just
what those two things, right? Like, what do they together? What they represent the public exposure, something, right?
Yep.
Public interface.
Yeah, I think reverse proxy is probably a better name than public interface.nix though. So I would stick with it.
All right. So this is reverse proxy again. Defines for the same name NixOS module. Now these make sense for PR tracker. For the database, I would just do something like this. Anything that has to do with the database. There's nothing more that has to do with the database. Am I right? This is it. Also, this is unused argument, right? In this case. Does it seem funny? Does it seem immature to make such small modules?
I don't know about immature.
No,
tedious? There are unnecessary are words that come to mind. But like, I mean, if it brings you joy, let's just do it and move on.
It brings me joy. I've nexted. Or if you want me to continue breaking this up the way I like, and then you won't have to do that.
What I would like to do is get this thing deployed. So I would, if you're okay with it, I'd love to like do the refactor at the end rather than now.
Sure.
Okay. Cool. All right. Enabling API. Do we have a default value for a port? Like maybe we don't even need to specify this.
Default value for port. I don't know. I don't remember. Do we?
Let's see.
How can we? No, we don't have default value for port. It's
Yeah, we do not have a value. Okay. Got some number that has any sentimental value? Any sentimental meaning to you? If not, 8080 is a common internal port.
The in USA Independence Day.
What's the periodic table? Molybdenum?
42.
Oh, 42 is fun. But what were you thinking? 704, like July 4th?
Well, the year.
2025.
But I don't know the year of the Declaration of the United States.
Oh, 1776.
I'm sorry, I don't remember.
That's fine.
It's vague as far as the idea is.
I'd rather do molybdenum if that's okay. 42 to get us out of the privileged port range. All right. And then fetcher, and then I turned this on to be able to debug things. We could remove it if we wanted.
It's probably useful.
I did miss having staging. So I would vote for adding staging.
Having staging.
Because, like the big PRs, the ones that are usually like important but take a long time are the ones that get merged to staging.
Whatever's useful to our users. I never looked into such thing, but I think whatever is useful to our users and whatever the other PR trackers are doing, we should not be behind them. We should just try to.
So I guess it's staging and staging - star are the two patterns that we probably need. Okay. And then there's that use of the generator, repo, and daily. So there we go.
Daily. I don't think it should be daily. I think it should be more frequent.
Sure. So I don't know how Nix. I don't know how System D works. If like our first runs can take for flipping ever. And then subsequent ones should be faster.
It won't run again, like twice together.
But will they pile up?
Queue?
That would probably be surprising, right? Hopefully it doesn't do that.
Let's expect it to not queue.
Hourly?
Yeah, at least. I think that's like the least. We do want to like solve the problem of this not being up to date, right? But we don't know how long it takes. Do you remember how long it takes?
Well,
what's the reason?
The first one's going to be forever, and then subsequent ones are going to be like under 30 minutes.
Minutes?
But I think a lot more under 30. I'm just trying to give a confident bound.
Yeah, I think we tested on your machine and we saw something. I don't remember what we saw.
Yep. But the results on my machine are kind of irrelevant. This will be like a machine that doesn't have anything else to do with a much more limited set of resources. So this will be how we learn.
Yeah. Let's see what Hourly does.
Okay. I think we're ready to run ClanVar's generate. Shall I do that?
Does it also does it just happen when you do deploy?
It does. In the spirit of doing everything we can before the deploy, that is one more thing we could do.
Yes, let's do that.
Okay. ClanVar's generate. And you can like scope this to specific machines and specific generators on specific machines, but I think you can just invoke it with no arguments as well. And that took a while because it like had to fully evaluate all our NixOS configs. Okay, there we go. So should we create this? Can we create this associated with our org? Is that possible?
Sure. Why not? Or yeah, if you have the permission.
Molybdenum Like I don't even know how this works. Is that possible, or do you have to create like a service account? Ooh. Loving it, loving it. Okay. And then I chose classic because you can set them up to not expire. I think fine-grained ones have to have an expiration date. But
what is that checkbox actually says must expire, so you can't, I don't get it. You can't save it? I don't get it.
Maybe this is a org policy? Oh, this is not actually a place to create a personal access token. This is about creating a policy for personal access tokens within the org.
Okay, so let's not set them to expire.
So they needn't expire.
Needn't expire. And what are you trying to do there? Molybdenum software?
Thank you. Can you create tokens here? Like associated with a
for a repo? No, it's for identifying a person or an org, right?
I don't know if orgs can GitHub orgs create access.
I think apps can. Token.
Okay. Apps are complicated, so I think it would be better to just stick it on one of our personal accounts. Does that sound okay to you?
I don't know the implications of that.
It just means that only one of us can. I mean, I could accidentally delete it or, change the permissions.
I don't think it's right. But let's see what the case is, right? Like, is it an access token that is personal but associated with an organization? Can we create a non-personal?
Ooh, resource owner. That's probably not meaning what I want it to mean. But let's create this. Next packages.molybdenum.software. Public repos only. Organization permission.
So what was that referring to?
I suspect that this is still like Jeremy's. Like, do you see this thing when you?
Why would I?
Nope. Whoops. Guess we're gonna have to regenerate that. So, yeah. Anyways, I don't think we should go down the rabbit hole of creating like a GitHub app for this. It's just like, this is not meant to be a permanent deployment or anything. We aren't planning for this to even be associated with the molybdenum.
Can you show me the menu, please?
What menu?
Of the settings here. Security. Secrets and variables. Whoops, my screen locked. Under secrets and variables. Those are not tokens, are they?
No. These are like secrets accessible to GitHub Actions everywhere in our repo, our org.
But and under third-party access, there are active tokens. What does that mean? What would be there?
You can see it.
It's the one that you created.
Yeah.
Huh. So that must have applied to it, right? That setting must have applied to these.
Yeah. That's probably why I had the option. I'll regenerate that. But if I where's that expiration date? There it is. Yeah, so that the fact that no expiration was an option here. Whereas if I go here, click on that. Oh. Huh. I wonder if that's a feature they added recently.
What did you find out?
On the personal access token I had created for myself, one that was not associated with our org in any way. I was wondering if there wouldn't be an option to have it never expire.
Okay, I also remember that it was only it needs to. Okay.
So they must have added this feature. Probably because everyone was still using classic tokens because it's the only way.
Makes sense.
So, but then I guess orgs can apply a policy, and maybe if we had a stricter policy, I mean, it would be interesting if we changed the policy now on the org.
So the alternative to a personal access token would be a token that belongs to a GitHub app.
I think so.
But I think those cannot be just willy-nilly. Like, they cannot be statically generated. Can they? What I remember is that to obtain a GitHub token from an app, you had to do a step in GitHub Actions. Does that make sense? Yeah.
I know what you're talking about. That's like where you have to go through the OAuth flow, and it's still like associated with the human who went through the flow on the app.
No.
Okay.
We do this for the publishing of this of making releases. That's how we make releases. But I'm not sure it's the same kind of token. Probably is.
Those are. I thought that was GitHub Action tokens. Like
what's the difference?
I might be misremembering, but if we go to, you're talking about the releasing for PR Tracker?
Yeah, if you take a look at the workflow.
This, I don't know what that is. This one?
Yeah. You see line 21?
Got it.
That
Bars
takes an app ID.
Okay, I see. So we created, I probably wasn't present for this. You created a app, and then on the fly, there's a, okay. So these are things that probably expire.
Yes. But now that they don't have to expire, maybe they can be generated via the web GUI here, and then we just make an app and then generate a token that doesn't expire, and then we have it. You can use that.
Doesn't have anything about expiration. Expire? Okay. There's some Ruby code here. There's fetching those two things, and then one. This isn't even an API call. This is literally a cryptographic process using your private key. Interesting. Create an installation access token for an app. Okay, so I guess what I'm confused about, does this return a private key? Like these docs here do not look at all like what's happening here. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay, maybe create the JWT and then make an API call to this thing. There we go. Okay, so there it is. Shell code. It shells out to that Ruby code we were just looking at. Then it makes an API call to get a token. That's the GitHub output. Okay. And then this thing, does it have parameter or expiration? Accept, installation, repositories, repository IDs, permissions, and an expiration. Yeah, I don't see a knob here for expiration. Installation tokens expire 1 hour from the time you create, period. I guess these are different than personal access tokens.
Mm-hmm.
But what we could do,
this is like proof that this app is installed in the repo.
what is proof that the app is installed in the repo?
The token. Only an app that is installed in the repo can obtain this token.
I see. Okay.
Installation is a one-time step that you can do via the web.
So if we wanted to leverage this, we would have to change the Rust code, right? Our PR tracker Rust code.
Why?
Or we'd have to because something needs to do this dance every hour.
Maybe. Yeah. I'm saying now that fine-grained tokens don't have to expire, maybe that's true for apps as well.
Well, okay.
Maybe apps can also, maybe tokens can also be generated via the GUI for apps, and they will never expire.
Okay. So, I mean, we could try that. We've got an app, right? Like I can click around it and see what we can do with this app.
Yes. Otherwise, I would not want to do this because, like you said,
there's not a lot here. App settings. That private key. I assume I didn't leak anything important there. That's probably just a public key, right?
I don't think the private key can be obtained anymore.
Permission and events. Like what or admins of the org see when they approve the app. Copilot. No. User to server. Danger zone. Install. Public. Yeah.
Guess not.
But I suppose it actually would not be hard to do this, and we wouldn't even have to change the Rust code. We would take this script or a version of this script, and we'd have something generate the token, like configured to run right before the fetcher. Because the fetcher is just a nightly, daily, hourly, whatever systemd unit. So we could express this as like using systemd dependencies, right? We could say like the fetcher requires this other service, this like token generator service, to run, and it would totally be possible.
Here's another question. I don't recall. I'm kind of have a conflicting memory about this. When does a GitHub token present in a workflow, like anyway? Because that's sometimes the case, if I remember correctly.
I think every workflow has a GitHub token API and environment variable. It just may or may not have any permissions.
Which, right, so like, why do we, this one does have permissions, right? I think that's the point, right? Like this one, the reason we do this with an app and obtain the token is because it does do stuff, right?
Okay, so I would like to
makes releases and
pause the conversation and like, this is interesting. And I would like to circle back to this. Like, I would like to generate one associated with my user.
What I'm saying is that
we can deploy this thing.
What I'm saying is that maybe there is already a GitHub token that's associated with the org, and we don't even need to do any step. Like, we just need to use it.
So if you've got an idea, I'm down to give it like 5 more minutes. But
Can you just read on that? Like the provided GitHub token in a workflow. What is it, and how you get your hands on it?
Okay. 5 minutes. Do you agree?
I agree, but I also want to say I don't think it's any more work than it might not be any more work than like adding because even if you add your GitHub token custom secret into our vars. Wait, what does it have to do with GitHub workflows though? It has nothing to do with GitHub workflows. We need to obtain some token once that belongs to someone or some app. And we've discovered that there's no way to, there does not seem to be a way to obtain a non-expiring GitHub token that belongs to an app. Is that what we have discovered?
Well, okay, so the things we read
belongs to an org.
Assuming these docs are accurate, is there are these things called installation access tokens.
Yeah.
And those, assuming these docs are accurate, expire in an hour. Those are things that are like associated with an app.
I see. It's a big difference between identifying as a user, which you can like just get a token that never expires, and identifying as a non-user, right? Like something that belongs to an organization.
And it's entirely possible that the word impersonal access token is meant to imply human and not a service account. But the other thing to look at would be like GitHub service accounts, because there's this page, which I've not read through. And I think service accounts behave a whole lot like actual humans. Like they have access to the same APIs and presumably can generate personal access tokens. But I think this might literally just be a GitHub account. It's like set up a mailing list, like create an account. Yeah, like they're literally telling us how to create a GitHub account. The second factor. Yeah. So,
I get it.
Yeah, that's literally just like, instead of using my personal email to create an account. We use some shared
There
email.
isn't even a way to denote formally that an account is not a user, not a person.
Yeah. And then I'm also realizing this is enterprise cloud, whatever. I don't even know if that's the. This is like the self-hosted enterprise stuff, and then this is what you and I are using, right?
Game. Does that like not exist?
Okay.
Yeah, but it's the same.
Still exists. Same advice.
Wait, this is managed to FA. Why is this all under managed to FA?
Probably because every org runs into this problem when they, like we had this at my job at Honor. We wanted to enforce 2FA on all our GitHub account members.
Right.
Org members. But we had a bot account. And we didn't want to turn on 2FA for the bot account because it was a shared account.
Got it.
In theory, everyone needed to access. So I don't remember. Maybe these docs were written recently because I didn't know about this at the time.
Got it. Okay.
So I think if we're going to do an official deployment, we need to like either bake the JWT to, what are they called? Installation access tokens, I think. Like so there's the JWT to installation access token dance, which we see here. JWT, installation access.
We'd have to refresh this.
We could bake that into the Rust code, or we could build a completely separate thing. Maybe
there's probably software that does this.
Yeah, basically this code, and we'd add it as a pre-step in the systemd unit or something.
Probably the GitHub CLI does this.
I wouldn't be. Yeah, I don't know. But anyways, that's 5 minutes. I say we generate one associated with my account and your account. Okay. Cool.
Go ahead. Thank you for bearing with me. I don't have experience with this stuff.
No problem. I don't have a ton of experience either. And I just am excited to see us try to deploy this today. So I want to get to there. Okay. So clan virus generate. I'm clicking on the link again. And I'm going to do this off screen. Go here. Okay. Generate a new token. I'm going to call this nixpackages.molybdenum.software. I'm going to make the resource owner molybdenum software. I'm going to set it to never expire, public repos, and no access to anything special about our org. Generate token. Name has already been taken. Oh, because I did already generate it. Okay, let me just regenerate it so that the one that got shared on the screen earlier is. Okay, great. That is now copied to my clipboard. Can you see the clan CLI now?
Yes.
Okay, I'm pasting and I'm hitting enter. Bummer. Okay. Clan secrets key generate. I don't know if this is gonna.
Where does it put it?
So that's private from me, apparently, which I will then add to the repo, and you'll do this yourself, I guess, as well. So that's how we can both. Oh gosh.
Just do it again.
Yeah, well,
does it commit?
Yeah, I dislike this about the clan CLI. Is it auto commits things? So, what did that do?
Tell it to not commit. What do you...
I have not found an option for that. J-flag. There we go. Okay, let's try that again. Clan virus generate. Still
Even if it did commit, you can just reset.
Yeah, I guess that would have been easier than deleting the file. Okay, there we go. arm result. Arm result. There we go. Okay.
It's fine. Yeah.
And there's a jfly, and then that's just an empty directory. Okay. Great. Up next. Take it away, sir.
Okay. If I don't ever deploy, I don't need to do anything. I can build these machines, right? I don't need anything, right? Like I cannot run one of these machines. I can build them.
I
just
think
build them.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. I guess for
Is there
building.
anything more than go through this stuff?
No, I think we're ready to try it out. I mean, we're probably gonna like. It's probably gonna fail to like. We're probably run into disco things or something. So I think let's get to that stuff.
Okay. So if I do want to be able to deploy this, I need to do clan vars. I don't know what clan.
The command I just ran was
secrets.
Clan secrets key generate.
But it's already. I'm supposed to generate my.
That's going to create a file in your home directory, and then you'll run like users add.
That. Generated age private key at. That's not even clan. It's just config sops age.
Right.
Keys. Dot text. That's private. Please back it up. Let me back it up. Let's do cat config sops age keys. One key above the enter. WL copy. Not yet though. Open up my secrets thingy. And I don't know what to call it.
This is your SOPs age key.
SOPs age key. Okay. I don't quite understand. It like says the top of it says it has a comment that says public key as well. It's both public and.
Yeah, it's a key pair, and it's combining the public and the private parts.
Yeah, just not clear to me where the private one starts. Oh, it says age secret key, and there's probably a new line there. Yeah, okay, that kind of makes sense. Okay, I've stored it. Add your age public key to the repository. Clan secrets users. Add. The public one.
Yeah.
And then I'll commit this. I see.
What I'm confused about is how that actually gave you access to anything.
The heck? So many commits. How will this give me access to anything?
I mean, it can't, right?
I don't know. I don't know how any of this works.
So I think the answer is this is going to affect all future secrets that get created. So if you do a tree of the SOPs directory, or take a look at the tree of the SOPs and the vars directory. Can you run the
there
tree
are
command
no,
so we can see
there
all
are
of
no
it?
Private secrets here, right?
No, it's all encrypted.
You want to see?
Yeah, if you use tree.
My ls is
okay, great. Exa, a project that has users, I think, is its subtitle. Very amused by that one. SOPs. Cool. Okay, so see how in the secrets directory there's Molly age.key.
Yeah.
So that got generated when we did something. Maybe when we ran
vars generate.
Yeah, vars generate, and there's this user symlink.
Can I add the user to the key?
Yeah, there must be. It must be SOPsNix has a command for this. It's read, or SOPs has a command for this, which is regenerate.
Not clan?
Well, maybe clan has a wrapper for it. Maybe clan secrets regenerate, or I don't know. I guess I would have expected when we added the user, it would have asked us to do that. So
import SOPs?
I don't know.
SOPs file.
I'm a little curious. What happens if you're on clan vars list? Maybe just start with clan vars list.
Key gen check fix list get generate list.
Or clan vars list Molly.
Machine.
And then if you try to get that, it's not going to work, right? It's going to say something. And I wonder if it's going to tell us the command we need to run.
And if it does work, will it expose something private?
Yeah, if it does work, I'll regenerate the private access token again, personal access token again.
Get?
Yeah, clan vars get Molly, and then the PR tracker GitHub token / token. Okay, cool. Does it say what we need to do to add?
This path will be fetched. Oh. It did some Nix run thing? What? It did some Nix build thing? This just ran Nix for me. Failed to get the data key required to decrypt the SOPs file.
Which makes sense. Your public key was not in the repo when I generated the secret, so.
Mm-hmm. Is this yours?
Can you run that tree command, ls-tree?
One of them is mine, because there are two here, right?
Oh yeah. One of them must be your public key. And maybe one of them it's just trying because it has access to it, and the other one is it's trying to find mine on your machine or something.
Machine smallly key.json.
Can you also do ls-tree on vars?
There's vars?
Yeah. Okay, so I think this is more obvious. There's a token with a users directory. and it's got JFly, but not Mighty IAM. So I think at this point, maybe we could look for the command in SOPSNIX itself, which I have seen documented, I think. And then we could see if Clan provides a wrapper for it.
Well, I don't have SOPSNIX, so it better provide a wrapper for it.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's like...
Well, or I guess, let me be more clear. It's either in SOPSNIX or plain old SOPS.
Fix will do the trick, right?
Oh, sure. What's that do? Okay, sure.
Generator.
Yeah, try fix Molly. And I'll probably have to be the one to run it.
Syncing keys for file.
No.
This. File already up to date. Is it?
I don't know what that means.
No, I need to add a user to a file, right?
Yep.
Like vars key gen check set. What is set? Set doesn't even tell us what it does.
Okay. I went ahead and I glanced at the SOPS README.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a command called update keys, like all lowercase, no spaces or anything. So I think the question would be, does Clan provide an update keys? You know, something that does update keys under the hood.
There's Clan secrets, groups, users, import SOPS key list. Yes, maybe key generate. Nah. Update.
Okay, I did just search the Clan repo for update keys, and it does show up in the Python code somewhere. So that's a good sign. So I think we could work backwards. Oh, did you find it? No.
Well, it told me already up to date on a couple of things, so I don't think. But it did. It did. You see this?
What are you showing me?
Nah, I don't see me here.
Yeah.
Okay.
What's the command you just ran? Update keys?
Key update. Key update. I think Clan Secrets key update. Clan Secrets. Key machines. List, add, get, remove, add secret? So many. Let's go to clan.lol. You found something, right?
Yeah. I searched for, so I found the SOPS command, and then I searched for the SOPS command. So if you search for update keys, all lowercase, no dashes, no nothing. This is the like subcommand in the SOPS CLI. And we can see
secrets SOPS.
Yeah. And so then I started following the code up from there.
This is an operation, which is an enum. Is this Python?
Yep.
Yeah.
If you search for that update underscore keys caps thingy, you'll see there's, I think, 3 occurrences of it in this file. Yeah, that's where it's skip past that. That's just where we're building up the arguments to invoke stops. Yeah, this. So update underscore keys, this function. Then I searched for this, and I ended up somewhere else.
Update keys. How do you search here?
I don't know. I always clone repos because I hate using web UIs for things.
No search. Okay. Did you find it?
Well, I was on my way up, so I mean I can take over the screen share if you wanna see what I'm looking at, or you can clone it and
I'll clone it.
go for it.
Cool. Where do I get the thing? Oh, some history here.
Yeah. The other thing we could do is just say this is not interesting to either of us, and we could regenerate the secret, and then it will be associated with both of us. Or at least I suspect it will.
You found update keys called somewhere, right?
Yep. Yeah. So, I mean, we're just like kind of trying to follow this up. Like update secrets looks promising. Maybe there's a CLI. Maybe we're getting close to the top level here.
That's how you look for calls.
That works.
Update group keys. Machines. Add machine. Remove machine. Users. Add user. Update secrets.
Well, we tried that. I mean, we did that.
We did that. So if update secrets doesn't do it because
What's
update
this
secrets
filter right above? Get secrets filter for use. What? Possible that it just didn't like.
It's not a feature, perhaps. Def. So much Python.
That's a lot of Python.
So much Python in the world. I give up.
Let's just regenerate. Like, if you mob next, I'll regenerate it, and I expect to see you get added.
Can I close all of this? Boom. That's nice.
Like, this would not be an acceptable solution in a large repo with a ton of secrets, but in this
you
repo,
want to add a team member, right?
Yeah, exactly.
But you said there's probably the subs command, not clan. They simply don't have the full abstraction. I'll be right back.
Clan vars regenerate. Clan vars list Molly. Clan vars mob start 7. That should give me by tree stops. See my DIM there, so that's good. This is distressing to me. I don't know what that is. Let's just see what happens if I do this though. Clan vars list Molly. Clan vars regenerate Molly space. Come on. Now I'm regenerating the secret. Here we go. Clan vars regenerate. Generate? Dash L? Come on. Dash regenerate. Here we go. Now I need to regenerate the personal. Come on, where is this hidden? Developer settings, personal access tokens, fine-grained access. Regenerate the token on GitHub. Operation, copy, and paste. The 2 recipients that does not seem to have worked. Bummer. I remove Molly. That do. Okay. And if I do add, recreate the machine.
I'm back.
Okay. So regenerating the token did not. Regenerating the var did not make a difference. I ran. Is it not in my history anymore? Out. Generate. There it is. Yeah. Okay. So I ran clan vars generate Molly PR tracker GitHub token /token -- regenerate, and then it prompted me for the thing, and it updated the thing. I looked at the commit it created, and I saw that, yeah, the secret file got new encrypted data in it. it had 2 recipients before, and it still has 2 recipients. And so I think the recipients here, one of them's me, and one of them is the machine, I think. And then it looks like this got removed, but I think I was in a paginated view, so these are minuses, and you can't see the pluses below it. Then I ran tree sops, and I saw that, oh, well, hey, look, this Molly age.key still only has Jeremy here. And then this PR tracker GitHub token, the thing we're trying to give you access to, still doesn't have you there. And then I was poking around, like maybe I saw there was this whole like remove a machine. So I was wondering maybe if I added the machine back, maybe you'd get added in permission to it or something. And so then I ran that command. I looked at what it did, which is it deleted this key.json for the Molly machine. It removed the recipient. Looks like, I can't tell. Looks like this got re-encrypted. Maybe it was unnecessary. This is probably my public age key right there. And then I was trying to figure out how to like add Molly back. And to see if you got, with the hope that you would get brought along. But I don't know what we did to create that. Like, what command did we run that created? Update vars via generator blah for machine. Maybe if I regenerate one more time, this will. Go, I'm pasting. Show. Can't even tell how many recipients there are in that file. There's still only 2 recipients. I don't know. Maybe there's like something somewhere that says what the various people in here have access to. I don't get it. Maybe if we read the clan docs on all this?
Good idea. I give it a 0 chance that this will explain the situation.
Good idea, you say. Add machines. Okay. And machines create. But what I think I care more about is add a user. This is about users like XOS, like users on the Unix machine. Yeah, I think this is not about developers. It's about people who can SSH the machine. Secrets management.
Secrets management.
Article provides an overview over the underlying secret system which is used by VARs. Under most circumstances, you should use VARs directly instead.
Well, does our circumstance fit most circumstances?
I don't know. Only for managing admin users and groups. That's what we're trying to do, right?
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I think this applies to us.
Yeah. Create your admin key pair, add your public keys, manage public keys, adding a secret, retrieving a stored secret, list all secrets, next OS integration, assigning access.
Hey. Okay. Secrets are encrypted for the key of the user named like your current user. Add machines/users to existing secret. Alternatively, specify users and machines while creating a secret. Okay, this is why I've never run into this, because I only have ever used Clan for a project that only I work on.
So if we do the first command, that should do the trick. Because the user exists, right?
Yeah.
Okay. The machine exists.
So if I do, oops, gosh, Clan secrets machines, add secret, and okay, I guess the secret in this case would be the Mali age key. And secrets, machines, add secret. This would be mighty, I am, Mali age key. Secret singular. Now that's really supposed to be a machine, apparently.
Yeah.
Okay. So to add machines/users. So where are the users here?
I think it's like the like current user. That's current user.
Okay. So like,
So
would this
you
be a
cannot
command
use this command.
you would run?
Yeah.
But then it's gonna like ask you. I mean, do you want to try running it and see what happens?
I do. Clan secrets, machines, add secret, all that. I want completion.
That would be nice.
I took the screen share. Mob start. Clan secrets, machines, add secret, Molly, and then a long secret name, PR tracker, GitHub token / token.
Well, I think
The
that's a
usage is
var,
wrong.
not a secret.
Sorry. Huh?
I think
What's
what
the
you gave
secret
it.
then?
I think that would be stuff under the sops directory.
Joking, right? What's in the sops directory?
Secrets.
See? What is? What?
Mali age.key.
I've like it created this for me. I don't know what this is.
Right.
Can I do without? I never heard of this, right? Like, what do I know? Add secret Molly. Ugh. I can't believe I need to do this. What is this? No such. Let's see. What file is it looking for? Sob secrets, Molly age secret. That's what it's looking for. Molly. What do we have there? Sobs, secrets, Molly age. That exists. Machines. Wait, there's no secrets there though.
Are there any files named secret in the secrets?
Yes, there are. SOPs, machine, SOPs,
I think it's
secrets,
mollyh.key, which is the thing I was suggesting trying.
This?
Okay, and now you can't do that because you don't have permission, which absolutely makes sense. I wouldn't expect you to be able to do this yet. Feels like the sort of thing that I need to run, because I'm the one who can decrypt things.
Sure.
But I can take it over again.
You need the other command, the one
maybe
where you specify the user.
But what's weird is that one's about, oh, clan secrets set. Oh, okay. That says while creating. But maybe, okay, let's try it.
Or you can set the user environment variable for that
Yeah.
invocation.
Yeah, I was thinking about it. Okay. So is this gonna like read from stood in? Yeah. This is not what we want. This is like to create a secret. This is like, it's gonna open up an editor. Okay, let's try it with the user variable. That would be, ooh.
Think with new keys. I bet that works. Did it commit something?
So it said add Molly to secret, but did it actually add you? Is that your? Like maybe that was the wrong.
Maybe
okay,
machine is synonymous with user.
Yeah, so let me reset. And let me try mighty. Oh, yeah.
Okay. It actually looks for it in machine, right?
I don't really understand. But is that your? Oh gosh.
My public key is age 1AZ.
I don't know what I had just added. Age 1, 2. Okay. So I added Molly. Okay. That was probably not the right thing to do. Reading a little further. Clan CLI makes it easy to manage access by allowing you to create groups. All users within a group inherit access to all secrets of the group. This feature eases the process of handling permissions for multiple users. Here's how to get started. Create a group called admins. I kind of want to try this. You down?
Yeah.
Okay. So we're going to create admins. I'm going to do jfly. And then, damn, really? That must be a typo. Was it like clan secrets groups add user? Add user. Okay. Admins. The name of the secret. Ooh, that's not a secret. That's and then mighty I am. And typo. Okay, good. So it does actually check that. Clan secrets groups list. Admins, users, jfly, mighty I am. Okay. assigning secrets to groups. Now I want to do that with the molly.age secret and see what happens. So I'm going to do admins, molly, what was it? Molly, yeah, that one. Molly age.key. Yes. Sops. Okay. So now the admins group is there. The JFly user is still there. But now I'm going to do a mob next. And I am curious if you now have access.
How do I even check how did we check my access?
You could try running clanvar's git, which will print the secret. But
I can pipe it to nowhere.
Sure.
This thing?
Yeah.
I swear to God, if it prints it to std air instead.
No, could
but
not
it did
decrypt.
not. Failed.
Okay, but maybe now that we've got you added, maybe if I regenerate one more time. I'm gonna try that.
Regenerate one more time.
Here we go. Here we go. It's thinking. Okay, paste. Did show. I don't like that. That didn't add a new recipient. Okay, there was one more thing though. To encrypt all secrets of a machine for a specific group, use the following. Okay, so I'm gonna add that. So that would go in ideally every machine, but for now I'll just dump it in here just to see if it makes any difference. The group name is admin. Is it admin or admins? And admins, plural. Okay. And then generate again.
I'm complaining at the clan.
Okay, this got more interesting. Health check failed from. Oh, am I not sharing? Sorry.
It's okay.
Okay. So all I did is I added this line of code because I saw that documented here. Tip to encrypt all secrets of a machine for a specific group. Use the following blah. So that sounded like potentially relevant. So I added that line. And then I ran regenerate, and now it's failing. One or more recipient keys were added to blah, but it was never re-encrypted. This could have been a malicious actor trying to add their keys. Oh, now I think it's going to finally do the thing. Nice.
1AZ. I see my public key with a 3 pluses for it.
Awesome. We did it. Wow. All right. Next. Now, let's see if you have access.
So I've complained in the clan matrix room about it making git commits. And Cubasa says that the feature of rollbacks has
rollbacks. That's not a feature I'm familiar with.
Yeah. He says if there are no if these commits are not made, then there will be no partial rollbacks will not be possible.
This is rollback is not mentioned on the docs, so this must be about something they're planning to do in the future.
Or maybe I misunderstood, and so wait, when you say rollbacks, do you mean you're not referring to a clan feature, but some operation that I would do myself, do without use of the clan CLI? Because if that's the case, right? Like if clan is making commits for allowing me to do some, Cubasa says yes. So it's just like, yeah, just so so don't. So just don't do.
I don't think I
Commits.
understand what either viewers think. What some operation that I would do without use of the clan CLI? What does that mean? Like using GitHub to
because
revert a commit, like the UI.
Because the first thing I understood, and that's what I wrote. I'm reading that clan has a feature of rollbacks, which involves. I understood that rollbacks would not be possible. I understood that that's a clan feature of rollbacks. That's why I told you. But now I understand that that's not correct. It's simply a commits are made with the idea of supporting me to do my own Git operation rollbacks in the future.
Oh, okay. Right. Did they maybe mean the word revert? Like Git reverts? I'm not following this at all.
Which part are you not following?
I'm not understanding what this partial rollbacks is.
So,
like, rollback is not a Git word.
Yeah, I don't know what rollbacks are, but it's so commits.
Can I just ask what are partial rollbacks? That's the question I want the answer to.
Go ahead and ask.
It looks like you're typing, so I don't want to like mix things up too much. Are you in the middle of sending something, or?
I'll ask. So
okay. I can also I can type it. I didn't want to
partial rollbacks like a formally defined operation. Like, can I know exactly what you mean by that? I'm looking for why clan thinks justifies making Git commits, which to me is a drastic scope creep. I don't know, departure from from the scope I would expect clan to inhabit. Or like how clan justify.
Do you have access to the secret node?
Do I have access? Mob git status? What's going on here? These are untracked files that I have. Cleaning those out.
Okay.
Mob start. Do I have access? What was that? Clan
thing you
vars
redirected
get
to dev null.
Dev null. That looks like it's taking longer.
All right.
Boom.
I think we finally did it.
Okay. So if I look,
a few paper cuts there.
I think again the largest paper cut is the CLI. But he also said there's an environment variable clan no commit.
Yeah, that would be nice. I would add that to my dev shell now that I know about it.
Yeah. In fact, let's freaking do that. Where's clan default? Make shells default packages. Default, I believe it's something like env dot clan no commit here and reload. Echo, yeah, that worked. Okay. Okay, what's next?
I think we're ready to deploy.
Okay, ready to deploy. But we should probably push towards deployment if we want to see it overnighting our data in.
Yep. So I think the latest response from Kubasa is fascinating because I think it's revealing their focus on building
Git is our database. Git commits are our way of doing transactions. If an API call fails, the transaction has not been committed.
Because they're building a whole UI, which is going to get demoed at NixCon. So I think probably when you click around in the UI, it does get commits under the hood.
Well, sure.
But it could only do that when it's running
the GUI
in the
user.
GUI, yeah. Doesn't really seem like a sane behavior for people using the CLI.
Yeah. CLI user to be surprised. Hey. Dogs can bark. You don't have to. Come. Shh, come. Don't have to. Shh. Good dog. It's a good dog. All right. Deploy.
Yep.
Oh, we need somewhere to deploy to, so we can build. And this thing now has a secret, and we both. So we could run it locally, even, right? Because now I have. So the activation of this, right? If I were to activate it in a VM, it would need that sops age key that I have in my home directory.
No. Well, sorry.
You mean yes?
No, I believe that.
No?
Yeah, you're right. It must. Otherwise, anyone could just provision machines from our public lake and access secrets.
Mm-hmm. So when. Okay, and so activation. So remote activation deployment has needs a way to first authenticate and then send some public key and then somehow to do this step. So the public, because obviously activation happens remotely, right? It happens on the host on which it is deployed to.
Oh, sorry, activation. Yes.
Right. Activation occurs on the target. So the target needs to have, for the time of the activation, it needs to either maybe no, I don't think that the private key is ever sent there. So I think that the secrets are like
age private key. Is that the one you're talking about? Yes. Yeah. That never makes it to the machine.
I don't think there is a need for anything private to get to the machine. I think there needs to, all the files are so decrypted locally and then sent to the target. That's what I suppose happens.
The files do not get sent to the target machine unencrypted. I think what happens is files get committed to the repo encrypted in a way such that I can decrypt them, you can decrypt them, and the machine can decrypt them. So there are 3 recipients. Okay, so how does the machine decrypt, right? So like the encrypted files that are already in Git get copied to the machine. But then how does the machine decrypt them? For the machine to decrypt them, it needs its own age private key. And the way the machine gets its own age private key is either you or I initially provision that machine. And that's when we use our own powers, our age private keys in our home directory, to decrypt the encrypted age private key, which I think is the thing in the secrets directory that we just, or in the SOPs directory that we just gave you access to, the like Mali age.key secret. So I think that's the like, no random people that have access to our public repo aren't able to figure out Mali's private key. Only you and I are able to figure out Mali's private key. There's something about the initial install that private key gets copied over to the machine that we're deploying to.
And then those vars, right? They don't end up encrypted on the target host. There's no point. There's no value to them encrypted. They end up on the target host decrypted.
They end up on the target host encrypted on disk, and then they get decrypted into a tempfs as part of like. This is what SOPSNIX does. So SOPSNIX, you have the encrypted files on disk. Those survive reboots. The decrypted files are in a tempfs. That's what /run/secrets is.
Oh, so how do you boot the machine?
The machine's private key is also on disk. So it's kind of like not providing any real security. Like someone who yunks the hard drive can decrypt everything because the private key is on disk.
Okay, that's what I meant.
Yeah.
Fine. Then.
Yeah, it's just an extra step. I think like for people who care about security, you would encrypt, do full disk encryption or something, and then rebooting the machine would be a more interesting problem.
That extra step adds complexity for like no good reason. Like I don't see the point.
Yeah.
Maybe there's an additional SOPs feature that
maybe I'm
makes this worthwhile. Well, you can't be very wrong, you know? This is quite simple logic, right? Like the secret that allows decrypting those vars needs to be on the disk because the machine needs to boot.
No.
Like you said.
I mean, what I could be wrong about is like another way of implementing it would be that /run is not a tmpfs. I thought it was. Let me check.
Or whether it's a tmpfs or whatever. Okay. Are you looking in results? So like anyway, so yeah, let's do this.
Yeah. So
what did I just modify?
On my laptop, and I just checked. And
okay, I just modified this. Okay.
/run is a tmpfs. Actually, it probably is for you too, right? /run.
My /run.
Yeah. You grep first /run.
Yeah.
/run is a tmpfs. I mean, I guess the value of sending the encrypted files to the machine is maybe that people who have access to your repo and are deploying to the machine. No, that's silly. Forget I said it. Never mind.
All right, let's rotate and see how we can ignite the fuse.
Yeah.
Which reminds me, I watched yesterday. Finished watching Oppenheimer.
Oh, that was fun. We saw that one in theaters. It was quite a bit of fun. So we could do this with a VM locally, or we could go straight to deploying to Hetzner. What would you like to do? I did create a little helper for me to do VMs. So we can try that out if you want.
There's a clan VM command, right? Like you could just...
Yeah, we can try that. I've never used it, so I'm not sure.
Yeah, I want to see it running. Yeah. And it should run. It should actually start drinking up the GitHub.
See?
The clan GUI makes commits. GitHub Git is the database. Sure.
Yeah, I mean, it's gotta do something because they're all Nix based. So, yes. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what they build. I'm excited for their NixCon demo.
I sure hope the GUI is Rust, because the rest of it is Python. And frankly, I don't understand how with all of these Nix people around, they managed to make the CLI in Python.
What's wrong with Python? They're just shelling out to a bunch of crap. It's like Rust isn't gonna provide any additional security there or correctness.
Security developer experience.
Well, I guess what I'm saying is I've done a bunch of Rust with you, and it doesn't help at all with like shelling out to things, right? It's just like there's no type safety or ownership or anything.
Developer experience.
Well, what do you mean by that?
All the tooling, all the dependency management, all the fearless refactoring.
Okay, so this is the same error we saw before. You reported this. I have no idea what's happening here.
Yeah, what
QEMU process exited, created a disk. It presumably created a file system on said disk. Does this exist?
Well, at least we would have maybe known the exit code. Might have helped us if it was.
Then yeah, VM failed to
Oh,
start.
what about this root stuff? Right, like maybe you need to be in a group.
Couldn't set the process UID as root. Do I need to run this as root? Is that?
I think you could run this as root, but I wouldn't run it. I would see whether you need to be in a group.
What's this have to say? Not a lot. This is some auto-generated. Well, we can Google it.
Yeah. Virt.io. libvirt. I bet you need to be in libvirt.
Libvirt? I've not heard of that.
Libvirt. Or Lima.
Couldn't set the blah. Dash writable and nobody has. What is Virtuo FSD? Virtuo FS device backend written in Rust. What is Virtuo FS? Shared file system that lets virtual machines access a directory on the host. Okay. So, fun. Do we need to have a shared? Maybe we can just opt out of that. Virtuo. Oh, you know what? Let's try dash debug. That'll probably show some information. We'll at least see the command it was running. There's a monster of a command for us. Mix packages QEMU. Virt viewer. Oh, okay, so it's starting a shell with these two dapps. QEMU, KVM, Molly, and then a lot of Virt.io stuff. It exited, so I'm gonna just try running this command directly.
How? Oh, because it's something you can give to a Python function.
Flex.join. Go. Yeah, so that just gives us the command. Okay. That failed. Didn't print out the same stuff. But oh no, that makes sense. Okay, so these were truly warnings. I'm gonna ignore them. We did get past them, and then we tried to run this command, which exited with the exit status 1. But now we have some output. So Plan's swallowing, like the std error or something. This, which is a bummer. Okay. So this is Googleable, hopefully.
Yeah. Every step of the way.
What could be causing this error? GVT. Is GVT supported on your CPU? I don't know what GVT is.
Graphical virtual terminal.
Oh my god. Kitty. Ooh, next package. Usually a reboot fixes it.
Really?
Nix. OpenGL. Oh. What about the other line? Is this going to be more specific or more generic? This is probably a more generic error. Sorry, say that again?
You're saying it's not... This isn't it?
I don't know.
I think it may be running the Vert view. It's running Vert Viewer, right?
We're running QEMU KVM.
There any arguments? There are some arguments here that have to do with display.
EGL. Like, EGL does not show up there. Display. GTK, GL.
GL on. Try removing GL on or doing GL off.
Okay.
My screen
off.
locked.
Spice app off. No change. Device VirtIO GPU GL.
Yeah, try just removing that, and then if that doesn't work, I think you can do software.
Display.
It's unfortunate that this doesn't work out of the box, isn't it?
There we go.
Whoops. What just happened?
I mean, I just deleted everything about display. I deleted every occurrence of GL, so I just removed display, GTK off, display spice app, which like.
Remove so also VGA none.
But we don't have any displays, so. VGA none?
Yeah, that's another related, semi-related.
Well, I mean, I'm at the point where we're getting a new error. But it's like...
We are?
Yeah, well, it's this VirtIO FSD sock. And this might just be because, like, we're not running in the context that Clan tried to set up. Like, maybe Clan's running some VirtIO daemon in the background that creates a socket. So, you know, to try this stuff out. Like, we're probably getting a little further, right? Like,
yeah, maybe.
But we could also, you know, do this directly to a regular old VM. Like, we don't have to use Clan's.
Do we not have to? We won't get the secrets.
If we do this to a regular VM, Clan just thinks it's a machine that I can SSH to. You know, like, we'll use Clan commands, but Clan commands as if it's, you know, some other, like, the fact that it's on the current local host is just a detail that Clan doesn't need to worry itself with.
And then can the Clan activation be triggered on it? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, just like a full-on virtual machine, like in the same way that the thing we're going to pay for in Hetzner is a virtual machine.
So, and since it'll already have the store populated with what we want to deploy, it'll be quick activation, right? Quick deployment.
The thing I'm proposing?
Mm-hmm.
No, it'll be slow. It'll have to copy everything. Like, there's not going to be a shared Nix store or anything. This would just be like a full-on.
Oh,
standalone VM.
But when I say VM, you can do NixOS build VM, right?
I am not familiar with that. But that is not what I was talking about.
Like just, the config system build top level. There's config system build.
I see.
VM.
Yeah. Is that like the same thing that NixOS tests use?
Maybe. Probably.
Yeah. Yeah, I think you're right that will probably build, but like fail to run because, yeah, it's not going to have the impure out of band secret stuff.
Okay, so we're missing a feature. We could still try to deploy. It'll probably work. I like being able to run things locally. It's like a big thing, right? But let's deploy it to Hetzner anyway.
Okay. Again, I'm expecting it to fail, but like it'll fail in an interesting way. So do you want to keep going or call it here?
I want to deploy to Hetzner because I want it to. What do you mean you expect it to fail?
We wrote a ton of stuff. I just do not expect. I expect there to be some disco crash like with the ZFS stuff that we did. Like if I were to guess, that's where I expect things to fall apart. But
okay,
I hope to be pleasantly surprised.
Sure.
Okay.
So we need to provision.
Logging in. Excuse me. Come on, Hester. There we go. Okay. Create resource, server. Ubuntu's fine. Can't remember where the cheapest option was. Go. Lots of RAM. Cheapest price. And I guess this is set up with your SSH key. Do you want to drive on this?
You can add one as well. It'll be 2. Be right back.
Awesome. Molly. Okay, I just click the button. Pingable. Wow, that booted fast. Cool. Add machines. Define a machine. Rename. Remove. How do I deploy? Deploy machine.
Okay.
Skip this of using. Here we go. Okay. So I verified that I created the machine and I can SSH to it.
It's good progress.
Got created and booted up super quickly. 4 gigs of RAM. Very exciting. Got a.
Now we want to.
Xeon processor. And now we want to deploy. So I'm on the clan deploy. And they're telling us to set target host, but I feel like we can specify that via the CLI, which I'd rather do because we're going to set up DNS later. Yeah, how to set for other methods. Okay, here we go. By default, clan uses Nixos Factor, which captures detailed information about the machine or virtual factory. So clan machines update hardware config. Update hardware config. Molly. -- help. Does it have a target? Target host. Oh, that's so confusing. I'm trying to get to the copy, which disappears. Okay. Here we go. Nixos Factor only works on NixOS/clan machines. Can we do regular old -- backend Nixos generate config? Will that work? It's the same issue. This feels like it's assuming we've already kexec into a. Clan supports any cloud machine if it's reachable via SSH and supports kexec.
What failed?
We're trying to run, so we're on setting. We skipped setting target host. Now we're on retrieve the hardware. By default, uses factor.
But you can't do this with just a machine name. It needs to SSH into the thing.
Yeah. So I did specify ran -- help on that command, and it takes the target host. The command I ran was Molly, and then the target host. And well, I guess I originally tried it without any extra arguments, and it failed because Nixos Factor doesn't exist, which is expected. And it says it only works on Nixos/clan systems. It's like, okay, fine, whatever. Let's try it with Nixos generate config, which failed in the exact same way. So, these instructions do not seem appropriate for bootstrapping a non-NixOS machine.
So okay, yeah. Also, we need a step. What is called Nixos infect or Nixos anywhere or something. We just need we just need to like install Nix there. Just we can install. What if we just install Nix on that Ubuntu machine?
So when
will that make a difference?
When I provision new machines, I guess I'm always having them start in a live USB. But I did somehow provision my Hetzner machine months and months ago. Like this should be using NixOS Anywhere under the hood, which should do the whole kexec.
That's the install.
Maybe. Let's see. Give it a shot. Let's see what happens. We haven't generated a hardware config. Maybe this will do it for us.
We don't need to.
Anywhere. That's good stuff.
It'll just, work suboptimally. But since when does NixOS not work without?
Okay, here's our kexec. Yeah. Okay. Gonna see Disco do some DFS stuff. Machine will boot into NixOS in 6 seconds. Okay, and now it's trying to SSH. Timed out. Oh, okay, good. Now I think we're into a NixOS machine. It's going to use Disco to format it. Oh boy. Come on. Magic. If this works on the first try, I will be so surprised. Right. ZFS, Disco, formatting with Disco. Okay, there we go. That's the red I was hoping for. All right. Oh, hey, we never actually populated. We deserve that. ZFS. Where do we have our Disco? Storage. We didn't fill this in. So it's trying to find a device that doesn't exist. Can we still SSH to this thing? Oh, nice. LSB okay.
Right.
Busy.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay. And now it hopefully won't have to kexec again. Should realize it's connecting to a NixOS machine. Okay, so it didn't work on the first try, which is what I called. Does that mean it's going to work on the second try?
Will we get to keep the store from one try to the next?
Yeah, what's the deal? This must be in a temp FS, right? Like there must be a... Oh my. Oh my. Do you want to get DNS going? Because our machine's not going to be able to provision a cert until we have a DNS entry.
What is get DNS going?
So the thing that's going to want to do DNS is Caddy.
Right.
So we need a mapping. Also, I wouldn't be surprised if we need to open a firewall port for Caddy, because that's always explicit with NixOS, right? It's probably like a Caddy dot. What's it? Firewall. Open firewall. Services. Services.caddy. These all showing up.
Try mynixos.com, find Caddy, and see what's there.
Never used this website. How do I? Options, Caddy. Oh, cool. Firewall.
Perhaps opening the firewalls per virtual host. You know, I don't see that. I don't see one.
Yeah, I think we just need to do it.
Maybe it's implicit. Maybe it's by default. Otherwise,
No,
what's the point? I don't know.
Look, I'm searching for firewall in the implementation. Nginx is the same way. It doesn't have.
Maybe those are deprecated.
I don't know. I think we need port 80 so that it can do the Acme dance.
Nothing wrong with redirects as well.
Yeah, exactly. That too. So, okay. Wow. Holy shit. Are we going to be able to SSH to this thing?
I already see SSH connection refused.
Waiting for it to become unreachable due to the reboot. That makes sense. That's expected. This works. This will be the first machine I've ever used that has a ZFS. Did we actually enable SSHD? I don't even remember. Did we open port 22?
No. Did we?
Open SSH, but is there an open firewall for open SSH?
I should walk. Oh. Never mind. Already started raining.
Oh, default is true, apparently. You have to go?
No. It's good to go before the rain. Now it's already raining.
Oh. Apparently open firewall defaults to true for OpenSSH, so that wasn't it.
We are wondering why we can't SSH into it.
Right.
Because it didn't boot well. It didn't boot well enough. There we go.
Okay. Fun. So.
This would take some more work. We don't know why it's not booting. We need to see how Hetzner machines and Disco.
So let's just see if there's anything we missed on the wiki. Hetzner online. It's not the one we want. Wow.
Can you just show us? Can you show us the configuration I don't know that we did boot devices at all.
You said
Bootloader
system deboot.
Yeah, but is there an what's
I think Disco will populate. Oh, but do you need to like say update EFI vars?
did we not do that?
It's not.
Hmm.
That's it?
Yeah. It might be.
It's not mentioned here.
Hetzner.
I just want to scroll through these. So there's nothing interesting here. Not interesting. File systems and swap device. Yeah, whatever. That should all come from Disco.
Well,
we're not doing swap.
Look at the device of the file system boot.
Mm-hmm.
The device dev disk by label boot. Yeah. Oh, well, I don't know if that matters. It's a label.
Yeah. So if we do nix REPL dot nixos. Oh boy. I've got a typo somewhere. Right.
Let me see the.
Let me move this up. Okay. Nix REPL dot. Nixos configurations.molly.config.file systems. Dev disk by part label disk main ESP. Oh,
yeah, that makes sense.
This does not look like a device to me, but I guess this is ZFS magic.
Yeah, ZFS has its own namespace.
Got it. How does it even know it's CSS? Oh, that's ZFS 10. Okay. Sure. Okay. Swap devices. We're not doing swap. We're not using grub, right? Or we're trying not to use grub.
Right. Mm-hmm.
This is all like a difference. And then creating a user. Giving sudo
VirtIO SCSI.
Do you see this? Oh, right here.
VirtIO PCI. These I would not discard as being irrelevant.
Yeah. We'd need to figure out
X4 though is not necessary.
systemd version of this because I think we're not even using initRD with clan.
Probably just adding systemd to the
available kernel modules.
Oh, it's the same.
Okay. I mean, maybe it just works. Yeah, I agree. That sounds plausible. Available. That would be this guy. Oh, okay. That ended up in hardware configuration. Oh, and then we didn't end up with a hardware configuration with the way we invoked clan.
Yeah, and those, because they're VirtIO drivers, then they probably don't load by default, and then you're screwed.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that sounds plausible. Okay. So let's add this explicitly. Generate a hardware config via some.
No, just add that.
Storage. No, this isn't totally all storage related. We can move it.
This will be replaced with also remove X4.
Do we need like a ZFS? Because the other thing we could do is probably like
what?
Sorry, go ahead.
Are there ZFS related? Like, why do I have ZFS support?
I don't know. Yeah, what? Check what this is equal to on your machine.
Sorry, I'm not looking for the right place. Well, the only thing I'm checking is ZFS related things, but I think what it does, it like figures out whether any of your file systems are FS type ZFS. So because that's statically analyzable.
Oh. Yeah.
I mean, that's it eval time. So what we did might have done the trick.
Oh, like you think this will grow? Let's find out.
Yeah. Because I don't have any of that. I don't have any like options that enable ZFS in any way, nor the ZFS kernel. So I'm just
Yeah. Okay, let's take a look. Exhaust configurations.molly.config.boot.init.rd.available kernel. Yep, there's definitely more. ZFS is not in the list. Is it in your list?
Oh, but let's see.
The meantime,
here.
To get this machine working, we're going to need to re-provision it. I don't even know how to do that. Rebuild? Rebuilding your server will power it off and overrides disk with the image you select. Sound good?
I don't have ZFS there. Oh, maybe it's OpenZFS.
You okay with what I'm doing here?
You see, I think we have to.
I'm clicking the button.
Yeah.
Okay, great. So that's chugging along.
I don't have any ZFS there. So,
okay. So should we just?
I don't know how that works. I think it's just not in the available. It's not in the available kernel module. This is a different. It's a different option.
Oh, like
because you needed to mount the root file system. So it's like,
hey, look at that.
Different one.
Okay, sure. Sounds good. So it's like the stuff that gets loaded versus the stuff that's like baked into the init ramfs that's available for loading if needed. All right, plan machine.
It's in boot init.rd kernel modules.
Yeah,
I have ZFS there, but
great.
Again, I did not add it there.
Yeah,
I think
did you see
it might have been.
Yeah. You think it might have what?
I think because I don't know if that's the thing. I do have factor, So but like I don't know that factor adds these, the factor modules. Yeah, but no, my factor.json has nothing about file systems. So
okay, so it's totally deduced from your file systems.
I assume. Yeah.
Sounds plausible. Okay, well, we are deploying again. In the meantime, how about DNS?
What do I? I'm sharing screen.
Okay.
Pork bun. Count. Main management. There's secrets in here. Molybdenum software. DNS.
I don't know, you could have business ideas. Okay, yeah, let's add one for Nix packages.
What's all this stuff? I don't remember.
This is are they what's on molybdenum.software? Is it a
GitHub just no, it's the redirect. Pork bun.
But the redirect is implemented with HTTPS, right?
Probably.
So that's just telling us what pork bun's doing under the hood. They're implementing it with a DNS challenge rather than an HTTP challenge.
Challenge.
So Let's Encrypt, the Acme protocol, has various challenges that you use to prove ownership of a domain name. The one that most people use is an HTTP challenge, where you demonstrate that you can serve a file that they challenge you to serve. But you can also do DNS challenges, where they say, hey, prove to me that you can create this TXT record.
It seems like I did a challenge here.
I mean, it's very possible, since pork bun's the one implementing the redirect. They just did this for you, rather than asking you to do it.
You think this might be Let's Encrypt?
Oh, I'm sure that these were created for Let's Encrypt.
For sure.
Yes.
Why are you sure?
Acme challenge?
I'm not. This is familiar.
Yeah. Acme is the protocol that Let's Encrypt.
So we don't need. It might just work
on our new server.
Yeah.
No.
Because it's a subdomain.
Because so this new server is coming up. It's going to talk to Let's Encrypt and it's going to say, hey, I need a cert for Nix packages.molybdenum.software. And Let's Encrypt has to do something to verify that machine deserves a cert for that, right? And what have we done?
Nothing.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, the Acme protocol defines these various challenges, and it's basically when a machine asks for a cert, it can say, "Hey, I'm prepared to handle it. I can serve up arbitrary files on this domain name over HTTP. Give me a file to serve up." And then the DNS challenge is, I can inject arbitrary TXT records. So what I assume is if, we wanted a Nix packages.molybdenum.software cert, and we wanted to obtain it via a DNS challenge, we'd need to put new TXT records here.
Thank you for explaining.
I don't know
how
did a good job of explaining, but sure.
No, I get it.
Cool. But what we need to do, just so that humans can access the damn website, is we need to add a record for Nix packages so that people can, connect to the server. So we can add an A record for Nix packages in the IP addresses. I can share it, or you can log into Hetzner. Copy.
You have it, right?
I do. There you go. Okie dokie.
So that's that.
Sweet. Okay, and it's at switching system into kexec right now.
Cool. So what about Let's Encrypt? What do we need to do with that?
This is enough, because by default, Caddy, so we've configured Caddy to say, hey, you're going to serve up content for nixpackages.molybdenum.software. It's got a virtual host for that. And so then what Caddy's going to do is going to say, oh, I'm all about HTTPS, baby. So I'm going to generate a self-signed cert, and I'm going to start serving HTTPS only. But I don't want only a self-signed cert, so now I'm going to also immediately start the Let's Encrypt Acme protocol dance. I'm going to start the Acme protocol dance with Let's Encrypt. And by default, Caddy does the HTTP challenge. So Caddy, just sort of the implicit contract, if you're using Caddy and you're configuring a vhost, is that you've set up this A record that we just set up.
So that's the proof, the IP.
Right.
That it leads to that IP.
Yeah. Or it's not specifically the IP. Like what Let's Encrypt will do is it's going to say, hey, Caddy, create a file in .wellknown /acme /something.
Sure. But the only reason without this IP it won't work, right?
Yeah. Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
All righty then. How's what's it look like?
There. It just says switching system into kexec. It's like taking longer than I remember from last time. Oh, hey, I can SSH to it.
Switching system into kexec. Is it doing anything?
Can't tell if anything's happening though. I have timestamps, so I can't.
I don't think. I think it's stuck.
Right, let's go. Weird.
Because yeah. Now you have some stuff.
There we go.
This is after switching system into
Yep, there it is. Switching system into kexec. So I don't know why I got wedged there before. Yeah, I let it run for 9 minutes. Jeez. Okay, and now my SSH died, which is expected. Right. This is too bad. When I run LAN machines install, and this is probably because I only ever do it to machines that have NixOS, like NixOS Live USBs. But Clan Machines install automatically, runs NixOS Factor, copies the JSON to my local directory, then builds and uploads. Like, the perfect configuration. But I guess it doesn't work if it goes through this kexec dance.
Factor is pretty cool, but also
the file it generates is big.
The file it generates is my primary gripe. It has lots of stuff that is ephemeral, non-deterministic, irrelevant.
Yeah, I feel like it should have some heuristics for oh, that's a USB drive. We don't need that's a USB thumb drive. Can ignore that.
Like it has the kernel in it.
Really? The kernel at the time?
Yeah.
Yeah. So they must have written just some generic JSONify everything we can get our hands on, and then we won't need to worry about something we missed.
It has storage device serial numbers.
That doesn't bother me because, well, okay, I guess it doesn't need any storage information, does it?
It's up to you. It's optional. But if they are included, the serial numbers are included, which is no, don't do that. And it has kernel modules. Like this device is currently operated via this kernel module. But that's like chicken and the egg. You're not supposed to know that. That's what you're supposed to decide based on the information about the hardware. That's a decision that the kernel made.
Yeah. This doesn't look promising.
Nope, this is no good. Okay, I think we gave it enough of a shot.
We'll figure it out tomorrow.
Yes.
Power it off.
Mm-hmm.
Still have to build powered off servers. Well, save the world some unnecessary heat, even if it doesn't save our benevolent Jonas any money.
Good work.
You do? We're getting there.
Thank you for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. Until next time, be well.
Bye.